Pride of Higara. This is Captain Soban of the fleet, Farron Shah. Looks like you could use a hand. Attention all Sobani, pick your targets and engage.
Hello everyone. Hello. This is Captain Soban. Welcome aboard to Starship Enterprise for another episode of Sins 2, where we are playing my RPG mod. And for those of you that don't know what this mod is, I am basically in a process of turning Sins 2 into an RPG. So basically all these capital ships we see here, they have experience, they have levels. When they gain levels, they get more health, more damage, and new abilities that you can use to help along the way. But one thing I do want to say before we actually start, so in the last episode was a really long episode, and I was kind of having trouble trying to figure out how long each one of my videos should be, because it's kind of difficult to, I usually target around an hour for my videos, and it's kind of difficult to know exactly how long your video is when you're cutting like half of it out because of while waiting to explore, waiting to get to your destinations, waiting for your ships to repair if the battle is really difficult. So it kind of developed a point system that I'm going to be using for this recording, and I'm also going to be chopping this recording into multiple sections so I don't have to record it all at the same time, because that last one was 2.5 hours of recording, which ended up being 1.5 hours of footage, and that is a long time to sit there and just record a video, at least for me personally. So we're going to try a new system, and we'll see exactly how it works. And so you guys might notice, like, as we're going through this video, my audio might change a couple times, because again, when I finish the section, I'm going to be stopping my recording. If I have time, I might record the next section. If I don't, it might record the next day. Because I also have a full-time job on top of this, and as much as I would love to be a full-time YouTuber, the channel's definitely not large enough to do something like that, so this is going to kind of be my workaround. And we're going to be focusing primarily on this series. I do have Distant Worlds 2 on the channel, and I want to make recordings for that as well, but I'm really interested in this series, and so far I think you guys seem to be pretty interested as well, so we're going to continue this. And if I have time, my plan is to try to get a video out of this 3 times a week. That is my goal. If there's any, if I have any extra recording time, I might try to get Distant Worlds 2 going, but this is going to be my primary focus for now. But yeah, in the last episode, we leveled up to 4. Our entire group got up to level 4, and it now requires 1,400 experience points to level up. So we're still going to be focusing only on tier 1s, tier 2s, and tier 3 defensive planets until we get up to level 7. And then by then, I should feel a little bit more comfortable fighting a tier 4. And I haven't tried a tier 4 since I adjusted the damage health the militia people have. And also I gave them shields to make them a little bit more difficult. Since they can't do research, I just went ahead and gave them their shields. So, again, make it more difficult. But anyways, that's enough talking. In the last episode, again, we leveled up to level 4. We took down this area, which I believe was a tier 3 planet. And so I'm going to go ahead and tell Princess Marie to go ahead and... Oop, crap. I got to put the game speed at 50% because it's a little bit much for my computer. I am planning to upgrade my computer, hopefully sometime next year. I actually have a computer that I'm going to be replacing my current one with, basically built. It's just missing RAM, because the RAM I originally bought for it doesn't really work right with the CPU I have for it. So I'm going to replace it with RAM that's supposed to be really good for my CPU, but as you probably know, as of recording this is December 2025, there's kind of like a giant boom in RAM demand right now because of the whole AI thing going on, and it's skyrocketed all RAM prices, so unfortunately I can't afford it right now. And I'm hoping in the next couple months that things will start settling down, and I'll be able to afford RAM for that computer, and then hopefully I'll be able to run our the RPG series at an actual like normal pace instead of 50%. And that's another reason why I kind of developed a point system for this, because I'm going to be fighting these at 50%, because that's as fast as my brain can go. 2, that's as fast as my computer can process it. So Yeah. But anyways, we're gonna take over this planet. This is a number 11 in our amount of planets we have.
Make it
I'm gonna move the rest of the fleet out,
Last.
and then we're gonna bring our scouts up
What do
here.
you need to know?
We're gonna explore this next planet, and
I'm
then
already there.
we're gonna make our decision if we want to actually fight this. If this is a tier 4 or tier 5, we won't be able to fight it, and we'll probably move back over here, take over this moon planet, and then figure out our next destination. But yeah. Anyways, I will be back once everything is ready to start making our way to our next next system we want to conquer. Okay, so just got done exploring the planets to the right side of us. It is a Ferris planet, and it's also a dead-end planet. And Ferris planets are tier 4s and tier 5s. This one happens to be a tier 4. So yeah, we're not ready to fight this yet. So what I'm going to end up doing
Looking for
is bringing my scout back,
On my way.
and then we're going to bring our entire fleet back over to this area to fight this moon planet. This is going to be our next one. And then once we take over that moon planet, we'll explore these 3 planets and see what else we can find. But yeah, this is going to take a little bit of time to move the whole fleet out. So I will be back once everything is, once we're ready to start fighting the moon planet. Alrighty, we are approaching the next area, the simple tier 1 moon, and the little like weird point system I've been making for the recording is basically tier 1s are like 5 points, tier 2s I think are 15 points, tier 3s are 25 points, tier 4s are like 40 points I think, and tier 5s are 60 points, and basically all these points mean is it's just how many minutes I expect the battle to take, so that I can figure out how long each one of these recordings are going to be. But yeah, this one is just a simple tier 1. It should be just a little bit of farming. I think all of our guys are fully recovered. Yeah, your normal prize has his armor and shields and everything fully up. Antimatter is all the way up. Celestia is all good to go. Your normal prize is all good to go. So yeah, all of our teams are good to go to do some fighting. And yeah, let's do a little bit of XP farming once we arrive, which we are about to get there. So yeah, I've really been enjoying this series. I've been like taking these guys out on adventures and testing them to see how well they do. It's been a lot of fun. I really do enjoy like the classic like RPG systems, and when they're implemented in games like this, it's fun.
Good day.
Anyways, a normal prize has arrived. Let's fight a light frigate.
Fire at will.
Celestia is here now. We'll fight tell her to fight more of the light frigates. Also, I have been doing a little bit more rebalancing with some of the enemy defenses, which I might go into while we're fighting this, because this should be a simple battle. We're level 4 fighting a tier 1. This is
Don't worry. The cavalry's arrived.
literally a piece of cake.
Fast. Here to take out the trash.
Actually, Princess Marie, you
Where
fight the
do you need
gunships.
me? This should be a routine
Ethereum,
combat
gunships.
mission. Comm channel open. Want some more?
Timotheus, you're the gunships as well.
Our fleet is under attack.
Fighters, fight the gunships. And bombers, fight the light frigates.
Bogies
We're good to go.
bearing 09er.
And I should have everyone's abilities off. We shouldn't need to use our abilities on a tier 1.
Ready for battle. Need something
Yeah, we'll be
destroyed.
perfectly fine.
How can I
Save our
be of
antimatter
service?
for a harder fight. But yeah, I rebalanced tier 3s a little bit. Gave them a little bit more light cobalts to give them a little bit more of a front line, and then gave them more fighters to compensate for my rebalance of fighters, where each one of our squadrons get 8 instead of 6. Tier 4s have more light cobalts as well. They have less heavy Harkas since they've been buffed in my mod, and they have more fighters. Tier 5 now have more capital ships. They will spawn anywhere between 3 to 6 light cobalts, or not light cobalts, coal battleships, carriers, and dreadnoughts. They also gain more light cobalts as well, and more fighters. So yeah, I'm trying to balance them out, even though I haven't actually officially tested them, to where you'll need to be like at least level 12 minimum to fight them, and probably recommended would be like 15 or 16. That's my goal. Tier 4s should be I want to say I want to say level 5 minimum and level 8 recommended. It's like the goal I'm getting for them. And tier 3s I think are like level 3 minimum, level 5 recommended. Something like that. But we've almost wiped everything out. All the gunships are now killed. We just have one more light frigate. And this area is under our control. Oh, those bomber missiles. They do so much damage. I love them so much. It's going to be interesting to balance the other factions once I get to that point. Alrighty. This area is now wiped out. We have 74 experience now. We got about 30. Or we're not 30, about 50. Taking this planet over. And like I said, we're level 4 now, so these tier 1s are just a complete sense for us.
Where do you need me?
Princess Marie, do the honors of taking over the moon.
A sound plan.
Everyone else,
Link online.
let's move you guys up here.
At last.
And we're going to move our scouts in, explore all 3 of these planets, and we'll be back to make our decision of which one we're going to go to next. Okay, so I just got done exploring, and our 3 options are on the right side. We have an asteroid named Tyrion. It's just a simple asteroid with tier 1 defenses on it, 6 light frigates and 8 shurikens. Then down at the bottom, our other choice is a moon named Orbrient. It has a tier 1 defenses with 4 light frigates and 12 gunships, as well as I think it's an epic level derelict, which I think is a tier 3 derelict, that has 4 Harka heavy cruisers, 3 long-range missile launchers, and 4 light frigates. I actually can't affect the amount of supply that the derelicts have, because I haven't figured out where that part is in the coding. I can affect, I think, the amount of experience and rewards they get, and right now I still have it set to default, so if we take out those scavengers and take out the defenses and take derelict, we'll get an extra 2,000 experience points split between our entire fleet. But the third option is the Alexian territory that has some just basic Gauss platforms and autocannon platforms. I've been debating if I want to actually come up here and fight this. In the future, these guys will not be able to expand. They'll just have their home planet, but they will make it very heavily defensive to go with the RPG mod. And the problem is if we come in and fight this, they can have, I think by default, they can have a fleet of about 1,000. And our fleet is not ready to fight that. I want to take these territories just for the test run, just to see how well it'll go and how long it'll take us to do it. But for now, we're going to stay on the outskirts. We're going to continue exploring this way and taking more territories. So our next destination is going to be this moon planet, and yeah, we're going to fight that, get some more experience, and continue building up our group. So I'm going to go ahead and give our fleet the orders to move in.
At last.
And I will be back in a bit once we actually get close enough to engage this moon. Alrighty, we are now approaching the moon, getting ready to wipe out the defenses and claim this planet for our own. I'm more interested in seeing how well we do against a derelict, because I know we can handle the tier 1 defenses really well. So, let's see what happens. Alrighty, we have arrived. You know my prize? I want you to take care of the light frigates.
I hope we're ready for this.
Tell us
So-
what to do.
Celestia, you take care of the light frigates.
May we live beyond this next conquest.
I love how they're freaking out because of the derelict's defenses. And cool, this one does have 2,000 experience it's going to get us once we clear that out, so this should give us a decent amount of experience.
Comm channel open.
Ethereum, you focus on the gunships.
Target designated. Make it fast.
Squallstorm, you focus on the light frigates.
I've got a present for ya.
And Princess Marie, focus on the gunships as well.
Steady. We're going in.
And finally,
Our fleet is under attack.
Timotheus,
Comlink,
focus on the
online.
gunships.
Battle stations.
Fighters, focus on the gun shops. Gun shops. Gunships and bombers, you focus on the light frigates.
The noise.
Alright. And again, this should be an easy clear. This shouldn't be too difficult for our group at level 4. I still love Celestia's heavy beams. Like when I first seen this ship back when I used to play Sons 1 all the time, I loved this because it felt like the Titan Destroyer from Homeworld, but in the Sins universe because of the heavy ions. So it was always really, really cool, and I love how pretty the ship is too, especially in the Sins 2 universe. They've done a really good job making it really really, really, really pretty.
Comlink active.
But again, we're not going to be using any abilities on this one, because this is a simple defense force to take down for our group. Let's see, the normal prize is taking about 200 damage in its shields. Celestia is taking like 15 damage. It's nothing crazy. And everyone else behind is not even being targeted because they're only fighting our 2 main ships. When we start fighting Derelict, I'm going to do a little bit of training to get our other ships up in front, because I want to I don't know if I explained this at the beginning of the episode, but in the last episode we found out that if we put our ships in front of our secondary ships in front of our main ships, they can help block the missiles coming in, so our tanks don't take as much damage from the long range ships. So I want to practice that a little bit against the Derelicts and see if I can really, like, not really master that ability, but get that under kind of like use it for a backup. So when the Celestia and the normal prize start losing a lot of or start taking a lot of damage, we can bring like Metherium up, because she's a pretty defensive ship. Not as defensive as a normal prize, but she can take a beating. So we're gonna bring her up to block some of the like long range damage that we've been having issues with on the tier 3s. Try to get us a little bit prepared for tier 4s. Anyways, we have everything basically wiped out. Nice.
Our time has come.
Alright, so everyone... Oh, I actually still had you set on hold position. Fleet hold position.
Good day, Commander.
Okay, we will move our main fleet
The
in.
Unities will be done.
Comlink active.
And I'm going to go ahead and tell the normal prize to start fighting the Harka heavy cruisers.
I'll make this short and sweet.
These ones I'm still really, really scared of. We haven't really fought them a whole lot, but they're deadly.
Our time has come.
And Celestia, same thing. You focus on the heavy cruisers.
Vengeance is at hand.
Reporting
Princess Marie, you can focus on the light frigates.
in. Hold tight. This'll only take a minute.
Same thing with
Standing by.
Timotheus
I've got a clean shot.
and Metherium.
Channel open. Want some more?
And Squallstorm, you focus on the long-range cruisers.
Time to flex my muscles.
Alrighty. And fighters, and we're gonna start using the fighters when we actually get closer. I always like to turn the fighters off because these guys, they don't have any anti-air defenses, so we could literally just sit here and let our fighters just like take care of all this, but that feels a little cheaty to me, so I tended to keep them off until we get closer, and then I'll put them back on to attack anything. They are supposed to spawn flak frigates, but I don't think they're spawning them anymore because the Harkos take more support, and these derelicts can only have a certain amount of supply that they use to spawn the enemy ships in. I haven't figured out the coding to actually adjust this, but I also haven't checked the coding from the update yet because I'm still playing the previous version. So hopefully I can figure that out, because I definitely want to buff these guys up to be a little bit more of a threat, and also buff or change the exotics and resources that they give to better reflect what I want for my mod. Anyways, a long-range missile cruiser has seen us. He is now engaging, I think, Celestia, because Celestia is the faster than Normal Prize, so she's getting in range first. She has a speed of 380, where the Normal Prize has a speed of 350. And we are now autosaving. That is like a perfect time to autosave, right before the missile impacts. There we go. Celestia is engaging. And so is the normal prize.
Good day,
I'm gonna go ahead and turn the normal
Commander.
prize's Fusillade on so he does a little bit more DPS. Increases his DPS by 3%. It's not much, but it is something. And
Squadron
fighters,
checking in.
I want you to fight the light frigates.
He's bearing 09er.
Bombers, you
Go
fight
ahead,
the
back
LRM
up.
cruisers.
We're coming in hot.
And let's go ahead and tell all our ships to engage everything.
Our time has come.
As Timotheus gets closer, it should attract the attention of the other guards. Our fighters are going in and annoying the crap out of a light frigate. I love the adjustments to the fighters, though. We have 16 fighters fighting as one light frigate, and they only taking their shields down by like 100. I love it. I love it so much. Feels a lot more balanced in my opinion. The heavy cruiser has lost its shields. It's almost lost all of its armor. There we go, lost its armor, going through the hull. Our point defense systems from Princess Marie and Metherium are shooting down the enemy missiles, so we don't have to worry too much about them impacting us. Celestia is still being attacked, which means she's keeping her buff on, so she does additional DPS. Not too bad. Alright, that one has been killed. Celestia is switching to the other heavy cruisers,
Good day, Commander.
where Normal Prize is joining her. I think one of the playthroughs I want to do for this RPG mod, once I get more of the capital ships balanced out, I really want to do a playthrough with the TUC battleship, Advent battleship, and Vasari battleship, with maybe a couple colony ships with buffs to escort them and give them like anti-fighter protection. I really want to do a playthrough of that. That would be a very, very interesting playthrough with all the battleships trying to run through this RPG gauntlet. We're down to one LRM enemy cruiser. It's cool. Still got 3 light frigates. And we got 3 Harkas. So far everything looks good. How are we doing on a survivability? Timotheus has lost about 1,200 shields, still doing good.
Our time has come.
Celestia, you're not actually being attacked anymore, so I want you to get the attention of these 2 Harkas.
Our voices speak as one.
There we go. And now we do additional damage to them. They do less damage to us. Isn't actually enough to really drop down their DPS.
Unleash our wrath.
But they are now focusing on Celestia, so she can keep her buff up and do additional DPS. And Metherium has entered close enough into the range for the derelict loot to start ticking down. It's perfectly fine. We have 168 seconds until it's actually activated, so we have a while to get everyone in there. Because I always share the loot with all of my capital ships when I do derelicts. Down to 2 light frigates, killed all the LRMs. We have the 2 heavy Harkas that we're still fighting up here with the main battleships.
Time is short, and I thought the brie was some kind of cheese.
Telling Squall Storm to help out with the heavy cruisers. Everything else looks good. Frigates are almost under control. Got 1 left.
Squad leader here.
All of our fighters and bombers are focusing on it. Cool. And last Harka is almost done.
Comm channel open.
Ethereum, go ahead and restore Timotheus' shields. Thank you. We just have 1 more left. It's being focused fire on everything we have. Shields are failed. Going through the armor. I cannot wait to start using these in the hardcore mod. All these ships I've been adjusting will eventually be used in the hardcore mod, and they'll also have 4 times the survivability, just like the capital ships in the hardcore mod too. So battles are going to take a while, and I am so happy for that. Alrighty, and we are done.
Reading you loud and clear.
Time to move
You
everyone
made
in.
the right choice. Where do you need me? Ahead slow.
Our time has come. At last.
There we go. This area is cleared out, and now we just have to wait for the for our derelict to be under our control. All right, the derelict is almost under our control, and there it goes. So now we have 563 experience for each one of our ships. We are a little bit under halfway leveled up, and we need about 850 more to get to the next level, so not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Active.
Alright, and now the
Our
next thing
voices
I'm going to
speak as
do
one.
is I already told our scouts to start making its way here. We're going to explore this next planet here and see what it is and probably take it over. So I will be back once we have all the scouting information we need. Alright, just got done scouting, and it is another moon with a tier 1 defense force of 12 gunships and 8 light cobalt frigates. I feel like this entire episode is just going to be tier 1s. Which is fine. We've been fighting a lot of higher tiers in the last 1 or 2 episodes, so it's nice to have a break and just have some simple planets to fight. But I also forgot to tell Metherium, or not Metherium, but Princess Marie to take over this planet, so I need to do that. And then after that, we're going to move the fleet out and
Looking for
fight this
something?
planet, and then we're going to do some more exploring and continue on with all of the fun shenanigans. So I will be back once we arrive at the moon to take it over. Alrighty, we are arriving to our next planet, Artismus. I wish I was better at pronouncing things. And yeah, we're gonna get rid of these defenses and see where we go from there. But we have arrived
Ready
in
for
Omniprise, take care of the light frigates.
Homeworld.
Our time has come.
Celestia, same thing, take care of the light
Vengeance
frigates.
is at hand.
This one has a decent amount of defenses here. Got pretty high on the spawning rolls. Squall Storm has arrived,
Destroy.
so we'll tell him to fight
I
the
thought Brie was
the
some
light
kind of
frigates.
cheese.
Ethereum has arrived,
got
gonna
you
tell her
back.
to fight the
Let's make it
gunships.
rain. Our fleet is under attack.
And next we have Princess
How can I be of
Marie, who's
service?
gonna focus on the
This
gunships
should
as
be
well.
a routine combat mission.
And Timotheus,
loud and
focus on the
clear.
gunships.
I've got a
Bombers,
clean
focus
shot.
on the light frigates.
Copy that, TACOM.
And fighters,
Strike
focus
one
on the
commencing.
gunships.
Squad
Alright,
leader here.
everyone has their orders.
09er.
This gunship is already almost dead. And there it goes. Go, go, go! Let's do a little bit of cinematic fighting for a while. That's really cool. Even at this slow game speed, the game still looks very well made and very cinematic. Go, enemy gunship. Still so freaking cool. I remember the first time I played Sins 1, and I was just blown away by the shields and all the effects, and the mitigation system for shields in Sins 1 was really fascinating. I can see why they got rid of it in Sins 2, because the mitigation doesn't really work that well if if the enemy gets hit by something like really powerful, like a Gauss cannon, because the mitigation level stays low until it takes a lot of damage and the mitigation level goes way up. Still, it was a really cool feature of Suns 1, and one of the cool reasons why I loved the Advent. It's because of their high shields and their high shield mitigation, because I think they had the highest mitigation level out of all of the factions. Oh, he's being focus fired by Mytherium. And dead. How are we doing? We lost about 1,000 shields on the normal prize. Like 30 shields on Celestia. I think the rest haven't even been targeted. Cool. Part of it is just because there's more light frigates than there are normally spawns. Because this one had more light frigates than normal. Down to 2 more shurikens and 1 more light frigate. Also, one thing I noticed, for some reason, my things have been reset. Why do you have 9.5 DPS? You're supposed to have 13.3. Oh, I wonder if the update adjusted the damage of some of the ships, and so I just need to put that mod back in. Well, I guess it's a good thing that we've just been fighting a whole bunch of level 1s, because for some reason some of the enemy ships don't have the stuff in that I need it to be in. Okay, well anyways, this one is cleared. We'll make that adjustment in the next episode, because right now, fighting tier 1s, if they do a little bit more DPS, it's not going to matter. Because this fight, we lost like 1,100 shields, and if I had my mod, if I had my adjustments in, that would be like 1,300. Wouldn't be anything really worth crying over. Anyways, we're gonna take over this planet, and then we're gonna bring our scouts in and send them out to the other planets and see which direction we want to go next. So I will be right back. All right, we did some exploring of the 2 territories that were next to the moon planet we just took over. The first one is a ice planet with tier 3 defenses, has 13 flak frigates, 22 light corvettes, light cobalt frigates. I always want to say light corvettes. Homeworld is kind of broken my brain when it comes to that. When I see LC, I just think light corvette. 11 LRM launchers, 25 missile corvettes, which is interesting, 26 gunships, corvettes, and 35 bombers and 56 fighters. Our other choice is another moon, but this moon spawned a tier 2 defense with 10 flak frigates, 14 light cobalt frigates, 16 missile corvettes, and 17 gunships. I think for our next one, we're going to go after the tier 2 moon. I kind of like this episode just being like a nice, relaxing episode. Oh, hang on. We'll have visitors. So apparently some of these, the Alexian resurgents are like bringing ships in to try to scout out some of the stuff I've been doing. That's very interesting. We may have to come back and actually fight that in the future and just prevent these guys from expanding, because they're still set to default. I just don't know if our fleet is strong enough to fight that, but if they start becoming a nuisance, we may have to do that. That is something that's not going to be part of the mod. I think I explained this earlier. I'm going to make it to where these guys don't expand. They only have their home planet and they just build up their fortifications. So when it comes time to fight them, they will be very difficult to fight. But this will also free up some game resources, because I was looking at my save file, and it's funny that's like 278 megabytes big, which is gigantic. And it's just because of how many ships are on the map. So that'll help with load times and stuff like that, because yeah, there's a lot on this map. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and move the fleet up here, and battle. We are going to see we're gonna fight ourselves a tier 2. So I will be back once we get to our destination. Alrighty, we are approaching Petronius with our fleet, and also those command ships for some reason just went away. After I told my fleet to move out, they kind of just went back to their territory. So I think these guys were getting ready to fight my fleet, but now that I'm outside their area of influence, they don't care anymore. So interesting, very interesting. I never really played with the NPC factions too much in Sins 2, because normally I play on a giant map like this, and by the time I get to that point where you start interacting with the NPCs, there's the galaxy is much more, deadlier. So I never really pay attention to them. I'm really looking forward to messing around with them in hardcore though, so that's gonna be a lot of fun testing when hardcore gets to that point. But right now my main focus is on RPGs, so I can test the capital ships and get them balanced for hardcore. So yeah, a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun messing around with these mechanics and kind of like developing Sins the way I want to. We're getting really close to our destination now, and we have arrived. All right, normal prize.
We might need some backup.
Don't worry. There's reinforcements. You'll be just fine. You focus on the light frigates.
We're losing ground. Let's make every shot count.
Celestia,
That's what to do.
stop freaking out. You'll be fine. Focus on the light frigates.
May we live beyond this next conquest.
You're fine. You're fine. It's only a tier 2. You guys have definitely fought harder planets than this. You'll be just fine. The rest of our fleet is now arriving.
Need something destroyed?
Squall Storm, we don't have any long-range units to really worry about, so you focus on killing the light frigates.
I've got a present for you.
Ethereum,
Got your back.
you focus on the flak frigates
Target designated.
so that our missiles can go through.
Our fleet is under attack.
And
Comlink online.
Timotheus, I want you to focus on the missile corvettes since they do a lot of damage.
Press the attack. Come in, tack on
Fighters, focus on the missile corvettes as well.
board. Accelerating to attack speed. Go ahead, TACOM.
And bombers, you focus on the light frigates.
Bring the noise.
And Princess
How can I be
Marie,
of service?
I want you to focus on the missile corvettes as well.
This should be a routine
Actually,
combat mission.
No, you focus on the flak frigates.
Just a short detour while we clear a path.
Let's go ahead and get our abilities activated.
Unleash our wrath.
Celestia. We'll wait till they get a little bit closer before we
I've got
activate
your
your
back.
ability.
Make it fast.
Squall Storm, activate your concussion charge.
Where do you need me?
Princess Marie, Inspiring Broadcast,
Comlink online.
and Timotheus get some missile batteries deployed.
Unleash our wrath.
There we go. There we go. And Celestia, you go ahead and get the attention of some of these corvettes. Keep the pressure off of normal prize. It's quite interesting because this is what they see when they're all in combat fighting this stuff. It's really cool. And even though the game is running at 50%, to me, I don't know, maybe it's just how my brain processes things. To me, this looks normal. Like, this doesn't look like it's going in slow motion or anything to me. Don't know why. I think part of it is just because I grew up on a computer that, like, most of the time it only played, ooh. Okay, so they got all the attention from the missile battery. But, I think there was only like 2 or 3 games on that computer that played at higher than 20 FPS, and that was like Command and Conquer, and I think like SimCity 3000. Everything else like played at a very slow speed. How are we doing?
I've got
You
your back.
use your singularity, and then shields, still doing good.
Our time has come.
Good day, Commander.
I guess we could go like all out. Use your ion cannon on that Cobalt. They're focusing completely on that missile battery.
Standing by.
Where is Ethereum? You are right there. You are focusing up on the flak frigates.
Comlink online.
Timotheus, I might move you up.
Set a course.
So your point defense systems can help out against the corvettes.
Good day, Commander. Comlink active.
You're taking a little bit of damage, not too bad. Your normal price is doing okay. Let's get his shields restored back up. There we go.
Comlink online.
Timotheus, go ahead and deploy a missile battery.
Unleash our wrath.
Celestia, get all the attention of all the light corvettes, or light frigates. There you go.
Comlink active.
Not too bad. I do think that the noise for this ability is a little bit loud, especially when you have a lot of them being affected by it. But still cool.
Reporting in.
How are we doing? There's 5 more flak frigates, 7 more light frigates, 14 more missile corvettes, and 15 more gunships. Doing pretty good. We have lost a handful of fighters. We've lost 2 fighters so far. Bombers have not been touched at all,
Go ahead, TACOM.
because most of our bombers have been staying far away from the point defense systems.
You may speak.
Next ion beam is ready. Let's go ahead and launch it at this light frigate. Do a massive amount of damage to it. Well, not quite massive, but a good chunk of damage to it. Get some of its armor nice and weakened. I am noticing that we're not doing full damage to the armor, so this is really useful against shields, but not too useful against units with a decent amount of armor. Because he has 50 armor and we have 500 penetration on this. Interesting. Okay.
How can I help you, Commander?
Reading you loud and clear. Time is short.
Alright, everything else looks like it's doing good. How are we doing? We have killed all of the flak ships. That's good. We're now taking care of the last of the light frigates. So all we have left is just the missile corvettes and the gunships.
Comlink online.
Let's go ahead and deploy another missile battery.
Reporting in.
And your normal prize, we can turn your adaptive force
Our
field
time
off.
has come.
Let's try to get some of these guys to focus on Celestia. I mean, she's still doing good. She's at 21,000 shields.
I've got your back.
Go ahead and put shields on Celestia, because shields are more important to her than it is to the normal prize.
How can I be of service?
Alright. Everything else is good to go. Yeah, we just have corvettes to worry about.
Reporting in.
So let's activate our singularity. This will help reduce the speed of the corvettes moving around us, so it's easier for our turrets to track, so we do more damage.
Comlink active.
We have 5 more missile corvettes to kill and 8 more gunships.
Our time has
Celestia,
come.
you focus on the
Vengeance
gunships.
is at hand.
Your normal prize, you focus on the
Comlink
missile
active.
corvettes.
Start making your dinner plans. This won't take long.
And Squall Storm,
Something destroyed,
I mean, you do have medium autocannons, so you might be able to hit the missile corvettes.
and I thought the Bree was some kind of cheese.
They are a little bit slower than the gunships, so they have a little bit less evasion. That's also because they do more damage. They pack more of a punch, so that was my workaround. Cool. Alright, we only have a handful left.
Copy that, TACOM. Light 'em up, boys.
Last missile corvette is about to die. Yep, there it goes. Now we just have 2 more gunships to kill, and this area will be secured. One left. Almost dead, and there it goes. Awesome. This tier 2 planet is now under our control. Cool. How are we doing mana-wise on everything?
Loud and clear.
576 for Celestia, 549 for the normal prize. You lost like half your mana, but I also kind of went crazy with all your abilities. Meteorium's looking good at 617. Princess Marie's at 280. And Squallstorm's 475. Everything looks good.
Good day, Commander.
At last.
Alright, Princess Marie,
Where do you need
I want
me?
you to colonize this
Sound
planet.
Plan.
And then our next objective is to bring our
What
scouts
do
up
you need
here,
to know?
explore these other 3 planets, and we're going to take over one more planet for this episode.
I'll find a way.
We'll probably keep it at a low tier, 1 or 2, just to keep the theme going on for this episode. Speaking of which, how are we doing on experience? 817 out of 1400. We're over halfway to level 5, so doing good. Progress is being made. Okay, so we just got done scouting our 3 planets. On our right side, we have a ice planet named Feria. This is a planet with a tier 3 defense. Tier 3 defenses. Tier 3. Yeah, just defenses. We're just gonna say that. 13 flak frigates, 16 light cobalts, 12 LRMs, 18 missile corvettes, 18 shurikens, 45 bombers, and 56 fighters. This one actually isn't too bad, other than just a high amount of fighters that spawned on that one. Our next one is a basic asteroid called Cygnia, and it just has some basic tier 1 defenses with 6 light frigates and 9 gunships, or 9 shuriken gunships. And then our last one that we found is another asteroid called Jindira. And this has some basic tier 1 defenses, 6 light frigates, 8 shuriken gunships, but it also has a tier 3 derelict on it. With this one actually spawned flak frigates. Interesting. 5 flak frigates, 2 heavy cruisers, 9 light frigates, and 3 LRM cruisers. And I think for this last planet that we're going to do for this episode, I think we're going to go over here and fight this asteroid. The only couple of reasons why. One, it's a dead end, so once we clear this out, we won't have to worry about coming back to it in the future. 2, it has a derelict, so we should get a decent amount of experience. I don't think we're going to get enough to level up. Even clearing out the derelict defenses will probably end maybe around 1,200. So I think we're gonna end this episode after taking over this planet, and then the next episode we're gonna go after these 2 tier 3 planets. Because taking over one of them should level us up to 5, and then we could figure out how powerful we are against a tier 3 at level 5. It should start getting easier since we'll have a lot more survivability and be able to do more damage. And after that, we'll figure out what to do next. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and start sending my fleet out, and I will be back when we get ready to start fighting the asteroid. Alrighty, we are approaching our destination of Jindira. Let's see how well this battle goes. This should be a simple one. Again, just still a simple tier 1. And our fleet is getting quite experienced, so let's see how this battle goes.
Good day, Commander.
Alrighty, and a normal prize has arrived. We're gonna start fighting. I'm gonna tell them to fight the light frigates.
Take down the enemy or die trying.
We're uncertain of
Celestia,
our
same
next
thing.
move.
Fight the light frigates.
May we live beyond this next conquest.
And also, for some reason, I don't know why. I think it's because I have the pirates set to build up their fleets, and I think one of the NPCs are set to build up their fleet to 5,000. The game is getting slower, despite the fact we're clearing things out. So, very interesting.
Time is short.
Squallstorm, you have arrived. Focus on the light frigates as well.
They're as good as dead.
Ethereum,
Channel open.
I want you to focus on the
Ready
gunships.
weapon systems.
Timotheus, same
Standing
thing.
by.
Focus on the gunships.
Launch the alert fighters.
Princess Marie,
Reporting in.
focus on the
Brace
gunships.
for combat.
Fighters, same
Squad leader
thing.
here.
Focus on the gunships. And bombers, focus on the light frigates.
Bomber wing reporting. Our fleet is under attack.
Let's go, go, go! See if you can see this from the enemy's perspective. So yeah, I apologize about the game lagging. I have it at 50% right now, and it's actually starting to lag my computer. So I really can't wait until I get Project Trinity completed, so I have a little bit faster computer to do this series.
Increased fear and suspicion. Repeat. Let's get back to equal justice. Repeat. Let's get back
Go, go, go. That's really cool to see like all the fighters flying around with all the buffs on, since they all get their buffs when Princess Marie has her buffs activated. And speaking of that, she shouldn't have her buffs activated. I forgot to turn them off after last
I've got you
last
back.
fight.
Reporting in.
We don't need them to fight a tier 1. So that's quite a terrifying sight to see all those ships. Beams! Beams! From Celestia. I also started playing a new game called Ashes of Creation. Well, it's not a new game, it's an MMO that's been in development for 6 years, and it is a lot of fun. Basically, the concept of the game is it's an MMO. Let's see, let's just focus on the light Cobalt. It's focused on the social aspects of communities working together, and basically on the map there are these provinces. And you can go to those provinces and you can start investing time and resources into it to build them up to like these small little encampments, and then villages, and then towns. And then as you invest more and more into it, eventually you'll get to the situation where you have like these big towns on the map. And for the PvP aspect, you can have these towns fight each other if they don't like each other, and if they wipe them out, I think it clears out the town, and then you have to build it back up from scratch. It's really cool. I've been playing it for like a couple hours, and I'm really enjoying it. Might eventually maybe stream it a little bit, but I'm also having the same problem I'm having with this, where my computer is
Our voices speak as one.
not quite fast enough to play that at like a speed or at a quality setting I think would be good for streaming. So it is what it is.
At last.
But we've cleared out the basic stuff. Now let's go over here and fight these guys over here. I wonder where my CPU currently is at running this right now. Oh yeah, at 50% speed we're using 44% of my CPU. And it limits you to 60-65%. I don't think that's the game limiting, I think that's just the maximum speed that my single thread can go, because it's running everything else, the recording, things in the background, Discord. So yeah, we're gonna have to run at 50% speed until I clear out more of the map. It's really funny to me.
Standing by.
Alrighty, now as we make our approach,
Our time has
I'm gonna
come.
have Celestia and a normal prize fight the heavy cruisers.
Retribution is ours.
Good day,
Timotheus,
Commander.
you're gonna focus on fighting the flak
Got
frigates.
a clean shot.
Princess
Where
Marie,
they aiming?
you focus on the light
This
frigates.
should be a routine combat
Same thing with
mission.
Ethereum.
How can I help you, Commander?
Fighters.
Want some more? Command tack on over.
Focus on the flak frigates.
Bogies bearing 09er.
And bombers,
Copy that, tack
I
on.
want you guys to focus on the LRM cruisers.
We're coming in hot.
Unleash our wrath.
Alrighty. And what's the supply cost on this? 178. I wish there was a way to increase that more. Like, I think it limits itself to 200. Like, I wish this was like closer to 350-ish. 350, 400. But maybe in the future versions of the update, because we're still playing the older version that I reverted to. And hopefully in the newer versions they'll make it easier to mess with the derelicts. Alrighty. Taking the shields down of the Harkas. Celestia, I want to make sure you have the attention of all of these ships. Fantastic. And everyone's actually currently in range of what they want to fight. Interesting. Harka's shields are down, going through the armor. Flat Frigate shields are down as well. Cool, and the long-range missile launcher, they're about to lose one of them. Oh, and speaking of that, Celestia, I want you to use your antimatter ability on this guy over here. Boom! And what that should do is over time, he'll take damage 50% based off of, or 52% based off of how much antimatter is removed. So right now it looks like it's only doing 5 damage to the shields. 5.5 looks like. So good to know, this ability does half the damage to shields. Woohoo. It took half of his antimatter out. Nice. Now as this levels up, all I've adjusted was the amount of antimatter that's removed per second. And made it to where the additional damage is done based off of the spell power that Celestia currently has up. So I'll have to be sure to really use this next time that we fight our tier 3. Everyone's moving in to fight the Harka heavy cruiser. We are now in range, so we're starting to capture this derelict. Good, good, good.
Comlink active.
And your normal prize, yeah, go ahead and activate Fusillade so that you get a little bit faster attack speed.
Reporting in.
Princess Marie, go ahead and activate your inspiring
Time is
broadcast.
short.
Oh, you killed all your targets, and I forgot I have all you guys set to
Unleash our wrath.
not to engage anything. So,
Time
yep, go ahead and do
is
that.
short.
Squall Storm, yep.
And I thought the Bree was some kind of cheese.
Keep fighting the LRMs, and actually,
It's about time.
we should have everything killed by the time you get there. So go ahead and just move in. I want to make sure you actually get credit for this.
Com channel open.
You may speak.
Ethereum, improve or give some shields to Celestia.
Reading you loud and clear.
Timotheus, yeah, we can go ahead and deploy a missile battery. That'll be fine. Cool. The last Harka's shields and armor are about to fail. It's doing good, doing good.
You may speak.
Let's go ahead and activate that. Detonate this guy's antimatter, and that should do a lot of damage since it's only hitting hull. It's doing 5. Oh yeah, it only does 5 damage. Okay. So it does full damage against shields then. I was like, why is it only doing half damage against shields? I forgot that's how I have it set.
How can I help you, Commander?
We're underway. Standing by. You
Rest
made
of you.
the right choice.
Get inside the gravity
Ready
well.
for battle. Yes, Commander. At once.
Just want to make sure you all get credit.
Time is short. Here to take out the trash.
Bombers.
Reporting.
Yep, focus on the
Attack
light frigates.
vector locked in.
We lost a good chunk of our fighters, but that's also because I told our fighters to fight the flak frigates. I was kind of just curious to see what the outcome would be, and yeah, it wasn't too bad. They did a pretty good job. Okay. And now we just have one flak frigate. and everything would be good to go. Cool.
You may speak. The Unities will be done.
Alrighty. And now we just need to wait for the derelict to be under our control. Alright, till it's fully captured so we can get the experience for doing this. Alright. The derelict has now been done, and we are very close to level 5. We're at 1,321 resources. 1,321 experience points out of 1,400. So yeah, we'll definitely level up when we start fighting those tier 3s. But anyways, let me go ahead and tell Princess Marie to colonize this planet. We'll move everyone out. Oh god. Sorry about that.
Ready for
I hit
battle.
my little cup of water I had on
The
my desk.
Unities will be done.
When I went to Branson a few days ago, and I found this it's like a drink mix that you can like put a tablespoon of it in water and it like turns into like flavored water. And I have like mermaid flavor, unicorn flavor, cotton candy flavor. So I was trying cotton candy today, and that's what made me hit this. But anyways, yeah, hope you guys, we're gonna go ahead and end the episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. If you like what I do, consider subscribing. If you like this new format, or if you have any comments on the new format of video recording I'm doing, just let me know in the video description. Like I said, this is a little bit different format than I've been doing before, where I'm recording the video into chunks. Like this video has been recorded over the course of 3 days. I kind of really enjoy this format because when I'm like in focused recording mode, I kind of forget to talk to you guys. I just focus on what's going on with the game. Where if I cut it into multiple sections or multiple days, then I can be like, oh yeah, this happened yesterday, so I can tell you guys about it and keep you guys updated on what's going on in my personal life. So I like it a little bit better. It's the only downside to it. It's going to be a little bit more off the walls. It's not going to be as super focused on the actual gameplay. When we start fighting like higher tier planets, then woohoo, I like this formation that they're making. This is really cool. When we start fighting like higher tier planets, then yeah, definitely I'll be focusing 100% until we get higher level, and then kind of just like doing what we're doing right now, and like having more of a hangout section instead of just all about the ships and all about the stats and all about the gameplay. So trying to mix things up, trying to work on something different, and I like this format because then there are certain times where I do want to sit down and record for like 1, 2, or 3 hours, and there are certain times where I just want to record for like 30 minutes. So breaking it up into like multiple sections where we do some scouting, and then we fight the battle, do some scouting, fight some battle. It feels a lot better, especially also because of the fact that we have to play the game at 50% speed because my computer can't quite handle the map at full speed. So anyways, again, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, this is Captain Soban signing out.
The Thaker have arrived. Emergency hyperspace procedures initiated. The mothership must survive.